Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Eagles going up against the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Single. I got 11. I got 11.
120.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
On first down, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So the offense has it first and 10.
Here
we go. Back,
52's the mark, boys. 52.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
Run.
Check. Fresno.
Ram.
Check 52.
5'9".
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it'll be intercepted. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
He's tight on the right.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
4 down.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 22. Tyreek Hill, he had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, check 24. Switch.
From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right.
Shift.
And this one is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Here's the set. 20.
They will go for it. Now Newton, escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a Carolina first. Out of the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot better.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now they're down for the touchdown on them. Look out.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
36.
Wentz now on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. 120. Ram. Hey, kill. Hey, forward toe
It's
kill.
gonna be a long.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
That's right.
120.
Just train tracks, baby. Get off the track.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go. Back man.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Double tight. Double tight.
Sit. 180.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. He got 29 yards on time.
Check nine.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Check.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Touchdown. Here we go.
Gano out to kick this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check 37. Check 37. Chef.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Tight ends right.
Here we go.
We got 3.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Watch Mike. Outside coming.
Flush to his right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go.
52's
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Here we go.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Watch Mike.
Sunday.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Sunday.
South, baby. That's baby.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Screenplay, Johnson. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Strong right.
Sunday.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Check the back. Shift.
Wrap.
Showing 8.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line.
Field left.
Get him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw,
Here we go.
he couldn't couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Hey, we got tight right, tight right. We got 4.
Set. Like 80.
We got 4.
To throw again. Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to get him for his second sack of the night. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Tight ends on the ring.
Now it's Newton.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play call and help him out a little bit.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We're going to sack. Come on.
Slam.
Great.
Tighten up.
We're going to sack.
Off play action. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. You don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got room. He's at the 50. the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better.
And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
On the ball.
Check 43.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Do something.
Five's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
Wake up. Here we go, set.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right.
Check 26.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That's taken on the 25. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go.
On first down, Wentz. Forced out to his left. This complete left side to Aguilar. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Wentz now to throw. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 5. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We got double tight.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Here we go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone. That I thought maybe try and run it there. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, ram.
Rush in.
Back man. 180.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bannon in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Second down now after the sack.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Four down.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under crunch.
Kill.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
You got tight right there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Mike the 59. Lead.
Wide. Get wide.
Here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Ryan Shazier with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. Yeah. 120.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the back end, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
It's a pickup of 14 there, and the Panthers are going to get a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Great.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Check three.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Come on, do something. Wake up. Do something.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them.
It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That's fielded in the end zone. Dances by him. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and he knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back man. 120.
We got three down.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Wentz. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Watch right, watch right.
Throwing here, Newton. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that it even...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Bears are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Panthers team that will need to deal with them all game.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Double tight, double tight. Three down, three down. Hey,
Hurry up, here we go.
check. Three down, three down.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Double tight.
Set.
Three down, three down.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Great.
Hey, we got 3 down.
McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Man left, man left.
All right, here we go.
They'll go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now back to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on third. 41 yards. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Flushed out right. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. And sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Back to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Drew Brees, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one.
Ringo. You remember me? You
Set.
remember me?
180.
Let's go, baby.
Come on now.
Kill.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Double tight.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Gets around him. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left.
Hey, check 24.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight. Hurry up. We got three.
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outside there.
20, do something.
3 down.
Gun.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey.
Check.
And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Three down.
Throwing again is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's up and good.
Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm. They're locked
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
I got it.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They fake the give. Newton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now a man who subbed in for Andy Lee down the stretch last year, Michael Pilardi, to kick it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Steps away to his left. Now he's, and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Watch right, we got right.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught at the 25. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. From the red zone now, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
180. 44 is Mike. 44 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game is fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
They'll have to shake that one off. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Watch two.
All right, now, look. Detroit!
Squeeze, double.
Watch him now, Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check, Patriot! Here we go now!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball.
He's got a man. Complete.
Lay down.
A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left.
Do something!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Newton. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd and 4.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Tight end left. We got 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Finding room inside the 40. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
A gain of 7 that time, second goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Double tight, double tight.
Off play action. Newton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Steps away to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Set. 180.
3 down, 3 down.
Play action. It's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left.
On second down, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles. And
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Watch it now. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And now running right through it. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ as he spot.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Wake up. Great. On the ball.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
You got tight.
20. On the ball.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
On 4th down, Newton eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
24's on the move. Leopard. Single. Here
we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Thomas Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
All right, here we go.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up. They still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the think.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have now swung back in front in that game. Andrew Luck, 2 touchdown passes thus far.
Gun. Alert 3. Alert 3. On the ball. Do something. Check 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Check 3.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 41-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So don't say nothing.
Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left.
You got it, son.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. Good. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. Well, with these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.